colourful island of Malta, which in other times was a happy hunting ground for holiday cruises and ocean-going liners, is now gallantly living up to Disraeli's description, the little military hothouse. Her streets now echo to the terrific gunfire put up by the anti-aircraft defences and the scream and crash of bombs as Italian and German aircraft attack the mighty atom of the Mediterranean. But she can take it, and by heaven she can hit back.
This is the 48th scale Spitfire story Southern Star by Edward. This kit contains two Mark V Spitfires, both A and B variants being options. This contains 10 decal options, PE parts that are pre-painted, a painting mask, and resin parts. The Mark V A and B versions featured here are known as the Tropical Spitfire. This was due to their optimization for use in tropical climates. The most obvious is the lighter desert camouflage. Other modifications included an air filter on the nose. Because this plane was expected to be used in very dusty environments, such as North Africa, Malta, and Australia, the plane needed a way to deal with the dust without clogging up and ruining the engine. So, the air filter was put on underneath the nose, which causes a notable bump in its profile, and increased drag by about 12 km per hour. Another feature were radiators and oil coolers designed specifically for use in the temperature ranges of tropical climates, with various items of desert equipment being carried on board. The Tropical Spitfire found itself mostly participating in low-level missions, both defensive and offensive. As a result, some, but not all, versions received what became known as clipped wings, shorter wingtips, which increased rate of roll and maximum speed. This helped significantly for low-level flying. The first deployment of the Tropical Spitfires was at the defense of Malta. To get the Spitfires there, the British loaded them onto aircraft carriers, where they sailed to Malta and took off from the decks, landing at airfields in Malta. These Spitfires played a significant role in the defense of Malta. Later on, the Spitfires aided in the landings in North Africa during Operation Torch. Taking off from Gibraltar during the landings, the Spitfires were already landing at captured air bases in Algiers within the first day. One decal and painting option featured in this kit is Neville Duke's Spitfire Mark V-B. Neville Duke joined 92 Squadron, where he trained and exercised with Spitfire Mark Is and Mark V-Bs, but when he transferred to 112 Squadron in Egypt, he found they used Curtiss Tomahawks instead. He was disappointed with his plane's inferiority to the Spitfire Mark V-B, and was shot down twice in the same week. Returning back to 92 Squadron after begging his commanding officer, he got back in his beloved Spitfire in Libya. He shot down 2 fighters over Tunisia, stopping his attack only because he ran out of ammo. He later took down a Ju-87 Stuka, adding a bar to his Distinguished Flying Cross. 3 more months passed, and he shot down a dozen fighters and 2 bombers over Tunisia, winning a Distinguished Service Order. The recommendation read, in the absence of his commanding officer during the strenuous operations of the week ending March 7th, Flight Lieutenant Duke not only led the squadron on his flight on most of the sorties carried out, but has inspired his fellow pilots by his determination, courage, and skill. Most of his flights had been against superior numbers and had all ended in decisive victories. Duke moved on to have a much longer, storied history with the RAF. But that was the extent of his use with the Spitfire Mark V-B, spending a while instructing other pilots and later moving on to the Spitfire Mark VIII. This kit is available at MRS Hobby Shop in Salt Lake City or Sandy, Utah, or online at kitlinks.com.